Hello, my name is Thomas.
And I'm Sarah.
I think of myself as a pretty average guy, probably a lot like you. And I search for things that Sarah and I could do. I want to show her how much I love her and do nice things for her, but sometimes I'm just left scratching my head and going, what could I do next? Mm-hmm. It hasn't always been that way. When we first started dating, there was this spark between us just in general. It's like, I'm sure you've experienced that when you started your relationship, but there was this passion for each other. And we used to play this game and our knees would get close together underneath the desk. And it just felt so electric. It was so cool. And there was all this passion. And that did last a long time.
It did. It was wonderful. And then the years went by. We had kids. We had jobs to attend to. And house projects, even a house remodel.
Oh boy, that about did us in.
That was tough. So it was a lot harder to find time for our relationship, for each other, and to really connect. We would come home from work, serve a meal, put the kids to bed, and they'd be exhausted. It was hard to have energy for anything, much less the only thing I wanted to do was to fall asleep. You can probably relate to that. It was like our relationship came to the bottom of the totem pole of all of the priorities.
Yeah.
People would tell us this about our marriage, that the spark would fade. It just couldn't be sustained.
And they would say things like, just be glad you're not arguing. Just be happy with what you've got. And
get along.
That you get along, that you're not fighting. Or the Minnesota version is, hey, it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that's a bunch of malarkey. That's just people settling for something that they don't really like, and they're trying to find an excuse for why they like it or why they should stick with it. And we're here to tell you there can be a lot more to a relationship than just enduring. You can have that spark back. So oftentimes I'd be searching because I wanted that spark back. I wanted to be just passionate with Sarah again. And I'd search online trying to find things, and I finally found something, and I thought it was pretty good. It was called Tantra. Now, at first glance, Tantra seems a little bit out there, like it kind of looked like it was swingers and stuff like that. But, I searched around and I found this group that I thought was really good. And I came back to Sarah and I said, Sarah, how about this one? This looks like a good couples retreat. Shall we go to it?
And he had, before then, showed me a lot of other things. Many of them I was saying, no way. It is weird. I don't know what they're doing. Look more like a group orgy, but it was not for me. So when he showed me Timeless Loving, I was excited. And, it looked like a wonderful experience. It was about the relationship. And the people putting it on were fairly average, normal people, kind of like us.
Kind of like us.
That they had been in the trenches, up and down. And still that there was something there for them, that their relationship was working. And I wanted more of that in our relationship. So we did sign up. We were still nervous. We headed out. And still, it was worth it. I was so glad that we did. It had really made a difference, and it has been wonderful. Not only that weekend, but we continue many of the practices for years now.
Yeah. And we'd like to share one of the practices with you. Because just slowing down to be here, to really engage with your partner with eye contact, can be magical in and of itself. And then, guys, I'm going to prompt you to add in a compliment, because we all know women love compliments.
Yes, they do.
So, Sarah, I just want to say how beautiful you look to me. I mean, when you smile at me and your eyes twinkle, it just warms my heart and feels so good. I feel loved. I feel like we're in our honeymoon stage again, and it feels great to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Thanks. And to be able to really acknowledge, it's not easy to give a compliment that's meaningful and appreciate someone. Then for me to give back to you, Thomas, I so appreciate those moments when you encourage us to pause and be together, to stop in the middle of the day, say, I'm with you, and I'm glad I'm with you. So thank you for doing that and loving me all those times. That I do feel seen and heard and loved in so many ways. Thanks.
I do, Sarah. So that's just a taste. In our weekend called Timeless Loving, we're going to explore a lot more tools, a lot more practices, things that you can take home and share with your spouse, and you'll learn them together in our weekend, and then you can practice them at home and build a better relationship.
It's amazing, all the things that you'll gain, and wonderful that it's just here in Minnesota over Valentine's weekend. So watch for our next email that'll come out and tell you the details about it, because it's just a wonderful, wonderful experience for each of you to take on this journey together.
And what a great way to spend Valentine's weekend, reconnecting with your beloved.
The fireworks are back.
Yeah, they are.